Welcome to Essential Oils Made Easy. We're excited to share with you a little bit about essential oils and the difference they've made in my life. My name is Livia. I have been a wellness advocate with doTERRA and been using doTERRA products since 2011. It's been well over a decade and it has blessed my life in so many ways. So go ahead and grab a glass of water, something to write on, grab your oils if you have them, and we'll start in just a couple minutes.
Didn't know what I've been missing until you came along, yeah. And now I don't care who will listen, but I got to sing my song, and I will. 'Cause the scent on your skin is so sweet, and I'm moved every time that we meet. It's powerful, this feeling I have with you, so powerful. I'm sure that you feel it too, and I know from my head to my toes, so powerful, oh, so powerful, it's the most natural feeling that I've ever had, and I feel like I am healing from everything that's bad in my life. But you're here and you're on my mind. It's so clear, the purest thing that you'll find. It's powerful, this feeling I have with you, so powerful. I'm sure that you feel it too, and I know from my head to my toes, it's so powerful, oh, so powerful, oh. You may not understand how we can be so free, but I have got a plan that you have got to see. So when you make up your mind to see what's here to find, I will be right behind you if you just get in line. It's powerful, this feeling I have with you, so powerful. I'm sure that you feel it too, and I know from my head to my toes, oh, so powerful, oh, so powerful, oh, so powerful, oh, so powerful, oh.
All right, welcome. Oh, pause that. Okay, so here is the goal of our class today is to empower you. I hope you're back and you've got your journal, whatever you're going to write it on. We're going to go through this real quick and we're going to talk about 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways you use essential oils, and how you can get them into your home at the best possible value and the best possible benefit to your family. Okay, so here is what we're going to start. Go ahead and send me a text or the person who invited you. So if someone invited you to watch this and it was not me, or you didn't find it on YouTube or find it somewhere else, if you have a person who specifically sent you to this video, text them instead. If you didn't and you just found it on your own, or if I sent it to you directly, however you ended up here, my number is up there in the corner. I want you to send me a text and put my top 3 wellness concerns are 1, 2, 3, whatever those are. So maybe you're dealing with some headaches or some allergy or some muscle pain or whatever these things are that you're dealing with. Go ahead and put that in there. Make sure you put your name as well, so we know who it is that is texting us and we can keep track of that. And also there's a little worksheet that goes along with this. So underneath of this video on the web page, you'll see a button somewhere. It'll say download your worksheet, download your handout, something like that. I'm not sure what button name I'm going to put on it yet, but as you see that, you can click that, you can download the PDF, you can print it out if you have a printer handy, or you can just kind of glance at it as we go through this. It'll help you keep track of what you're learning and be able to refer back to it later. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 cool things about essential oils. Essential oils are really cool, and I'm going to tell you all about them. First cool thing, They are safe. They're 100% natural and safe. There's no side effects, no addictions. Some people would want me to make sure I tell you this. There are some that like you shouldn't ingest all oils or like don't put them in your eyes, common sense stuff like that. So they're safe. You need to use them as instructed, but they are safe. But they won't cause addictions. They won't cause side effects. They're extracts from plants that have amazing health benefits. They are certified, pure, tested grade. This is the highest level and highest standard of essential oils in the world. There is not as many that are, let's take this back. The industry does not have a standard on them, and it's not high quality that's good enough for your body and your cells. And so doTERRA actually went in and they created this grade that's higher level because they have a higher standard for what they will put in their bodies and their families. And so they created an extra next level of purity of essential oils. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. A single drop of peppermint oil is about equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's how strong it is. And so you don't need a lot. So this little bottle has 250 servings, 250 drops in there, and it can last for months and even for years, depending on how often you use them. Peppermint is the one you're seeing right here. It is energizing, it promotes clear breathing, and it cools the body. It can also help relieve head tension. So if you happen to have some doTERRA peppermint with you, go ahead and get it, put a little drop on your hand, rub your hands together, take a deep breath and inhale it, and just allow, you can feel your lungs will open and you'll be able to breathe more clearly. It's absolutely amazing. If you don't already have essential oils, make sure you have texted that person because they have the ability to help you get some essential oils so you can try them if you happen to be watching this and you don't already have some. Okay, so what is the first cool thing about essential oils? Can you remember? Okay, if you can remember, write it down on your handout, write it down in your journal. Okay, second cool thing about essential oils, they are effective. They are more effective than modern approaches to health problems, and they permeate the cell membrane. So if you see that little cell image right there, bacteria and viruses, there's two different things, right? If you go to the doctor and you say, hey, I have and they say you have a virus, they say, go home, it'll go away in 10 to 14 days, and you just have to let it run its course. If you have a bacteria, then they will give you an antibiotic and they can get it. So the difference is one is inside the cell and one is outside the cell, and the antibiotics can attack the ones outside the cell, but they can't get to the inside to get the viruses. And so what essential oils do, because they're natural, your body recognizes them. They go through that oily membrane on the outside of the cell, they can get inside and they can be antiviral. And so you can get over it in 12 hours, 24 hours, 4 hours. If you catch it early enough, you can knock it out really fast and you don't have to go through 14 days of misery in order for it to pass. It's really cool. And then there's On Guard. So this is the oil that's there, is On Guard. It promotes healthy immune function. It will soothe a sore throat, and it's cleansing for your hands and for your home. I use On Guard for just about everything. I have a hand sanitizer spray that I have in my purse that I use all the time. We use it if we feel like we're getting a tickle in our throat or anything's going on. It's in my toothpaste. It is absolutely amazing. So what's the second cool thing about essential oils? You can remember, write it down in your journal. Okay, third cool thing about essential oils is they are affordable. They are more affordable than traditional medical care. They're actually only pennies per dose, and it can save you hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs, which is super cool. So if you think about it, most people have a copay, at least $5, $10 if you go get a med on the low end, and to go to a doctor, probably $20, $30 in a copay. Plus, you're going to have to sometimes hit deductibles, et cetera, et cetera. So I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, oh, I had this sliver or something got in their hand. And they're like, hey, it was there. And they're like, oh, it'll just go away. Didn't go away. Actually ended up getting infected. They ended up in the ER. It was over $600 to take care of this issue, which had they had tea tree and lavender, could have put it on there, antibacterial, antiviral, cleansing, all of the things. And that would have not been an issue, would have cost maybe 25 cents and taken you a minute or two versus hours going to the doctors or anything like that. So it's so much cheaper, and it's so powerful to have something that takes up so little space in your home, that's on hand, and you can use it whenever you need for anything that comes up. It's absolutely amazing, and it has blessed my life so much. Lavender is calming for the mind, calming for the skin, and it's also an antihistamine. So I love to use lavender. We keep one in the kitchen. So if you grab a hot pan and you forgot your hot mitt and your hand is hurting, you can put lavender on there, and it's very rejuvenating and supports the skin in healing and rejuvenating itself. It will take any stingy, any pain, and it just kind of soothes that and it helps it feel absolutely amazing. It's calming and it helps for sleep as well. So if you have anyone who needs deep restful sleep, put some lavender on their feet before bed, diffuse it in the air, absolutely amazing. So what's the third cool thing about essential oils? If you can remember it, write it down on your paper. And here we go. We're going to review 3 cool things about essential oils. Do you remember what they were? Oh, I thought I wrote it on the slide. I didn't. Okay, 3 cool things about essential oils. They are safe, they're effective, and they are cheaper. So see if you got those right: safer, cheaper, and effective. And that's awesome. Okay, 3 ways you can use doTERRA essential oils. And this webinar, we're talking about essential oils, but be very wary. Like, doTERRA essential oils are not like every other essential oil. So if you've used an essential oil before and you're like, hey, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do, try a doTERRA essential oil. Or if you had a reaction or something, because doTERRA's essential oils are pure, they are potent, and they're consistent. And that's one of the biggest issues with essential oils, is people can get them all over the place and they're coming from different countries and different seasons, and one season is rainy and the next season is sunny, and so together, like, the consistency is not there. doTERRA is amazing at making sure that they are sourcing from the highest quality sources, where those essential oils are pure and they're distilling just the part of the plant that we need for the therapeutic benefit, and they're not getting all the other stuff in there that's causing problems and making it not work as effectively, or that the chemistry is up and down and changing, and so it affects your body differently. So using a doTERRA essential oil, I cannot vouch for any other brand, and all the other ones that I've seen don't even measure up. So please use a doTERRA essential oil. And if you need help, contact me or the person who sent you this video. Okay, 3 cool ways you can use essential oils. Aromatically, you can diffuse it and inhale it to positively affect your mood, cleanse the air, and support your respiratory system. So you can see in that picture, that lady has a little bottle with a roller on it. She just opens it up and you can just smell it right out of the bottle. You can take it, you can roll it on your hand, rub it together, and inhale that essential oil. And up in the corner there, you can see a diffuser. So a diffuser has a little chip in the bottom that will actually, you put water in it and you add the oils, and it will break down the molecules and diffuse them into the air. And so it literally, like, takes your oil and turns it kind of into a vapor. And so it's there and it boosts the mood and it cleanses the air and it supports open airways. It's so, so amazing. Okay, here are 3 that are really great to use aromatically. We have adaptive, which will improve sustained attention while easing the mind. You can massage it in to ease nervous feelings, and you can inhale it deeply to calm the heart and mind. Adaptive works fabulous. This one actually also comes in a capsule. I don't believe that's in this presentation, but it does come in a capsule, and I can feel the shift of those in about 30 seconds once I take it, which is amazing. Wild orange is energizing, invigorating, and uplifting to the mood. Wild orange smells like you're in an orange grove. And I don't know many people who can, like, smell a fresh orange without a smile. It just boosts your mood. It helps you feel amazing. It's great for cleansing. I actually make my floor cleaner with vinegar and wild orange and water, mix it up with a couple other things. And that is how I mop my hardwood floors. So I'm not using toxins in my house either. Citrus Bliss is uplifting. It promotes feelings of cheerfulness, and you can also use it as a perfume. And that one pairs really well with a tiny bit of peppermint and frankincense together to make a beautiful perfume scent. Second way you can use essential oils is topically. You can apply it to the affected area for localized benefits, and you dilute with fractionated coconut oil for best results. So let's say you fell and scraped your knee and you had this pain on your leg. You could take a little bit of fractionated coconut oil. That's the picture up there in the top. And lots of people will ask me, what's the difference between coconut oil and fractionated coconut oil? Basically, what they do is they spin out the fat of the coconut oil. So it's thin and it absorbs really quickly. It doesn't have all that fattiness in it, so it doesn't go rancid, and it will last a whole lot longer, and it doesn't go solid like normal coconut oil does. So you'll put that in your hand and then you'll add a couple drops. So let's say if it was a scrape on your leg, I would use Melaleuca and lavender or some frankincense, put a couple drops of essential oil with a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil, rub it in, rub it all over that area that was having the issue, and it will work really well. It works also really good for if you're doing muscle strain or anything like that, and you have a muscle joint issue, you can rub it all over that area as well. Here's a few that work really well for use topically. There's Breathe, which will help your lungs and your sinuses. promotes clear breathing day and night. This one works really great in a diffuser paired with lime. We've had lots of people have good luck using that and not having to use their inhalers anymore. Works really great. Copaiba, which will soothe aches and pain. It will settle down the body for sleep, and it will calm your nervous system, and it works so good. And then there is Deep Blue, which is good for soothing achy muscles and joints and also easing head tension. And Deep Blue is fabulous. It comes in a capsule, it comes in a rub, it comes in a stick. So you can rub it right on your muscle or any joints or anything like that, and it gets like a deep healing. It feels so good. The third way you can use essential oils is internally. You can put a few drops in water in a veggie cap or under your tongue. So you can see in the picture, they're just dripping it right into a water bottle. In a glass or stainless steel bottle works great. If you wanted to put it in a veggie cap so you don't have to taste it and you can just swallow it as you would a normal capsule, or you can just drip it directly under your tongue. And let me just clarify here, not all oils are for use internally. So make sure that you look at the oil that you have and make sure that one is used internally, or talk to your doTERRA wellness advocate, whoever's working with you, and make sure that you're aware of that. It's also really good to have a book. So we have a book called Modern Essentials, or there's Essential Life. There's several different books. And it's like an encyclopedia of essential oils. So you can look up, what is it that I am dealing with? What do I need? And then it will help you know exactly what oils to use and how to use them. So it makes it very easy to use your essential oils and not to get overwhelmed by, I don't know what to do. This is a whole new world for me. We have the resources to support you in that journey. Okay, here's 3 that are really great internally. Digestin will relieve an upset stomach, motion sickness, or nausea. You can use it at mealtime to improve your digestion. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a funny story on this one. Years ago, probably a decade almost, I was going to a really fancy theater with my mom for Mother's Day. And on the way there, I got the most horrible gas ever. And I don't usually get gas. And so I was like, what is going on? But it was like the silent stink bomb. It was horrible. And I was like, I cannot go sit in a theater with someone like 5 inches from me and have this be the case for the next 3 hours. It was not okay. And luckily I had my essential oils in my purse. So I pulled out my little sample size essential oil that I keep in my purse, a little bit of Digestin. I put 1 drop on my tongue, on my finger, and I stuck it under my tongue, and it was gone in like 5 minutes. No problem, didn't come back at all. It was a great day, and I didn't spend my time totally derailed by what was going on in my inside of me, instead of being able to enjoy that time with my mom. So that was a really important and a powerful experience for me that told how cool Digestin is. Lemon is a great cleanser for the body and a cleanser for the home. Like I talked about earlier, I make my cleaners for my floor. You can make wood cleaners and all kinds of things with the lemon. You can also put a drop of it in your water and drink that every day, and it will help to cleanse out your body and flush out the toxins. Because so many times we're breathing things, whether it's the smog in the air or the chemicals that we have used or put on our bodies or anything, there's all kinds of toxins in our bodies, and lemon will help to cleanse those out and help our organs to function better and just flush them out, and so our body does what it needs to do. Frankincense, it will promote calm feelings, anti-aging, and it helps your cells perform optimally. Now, Dr. Hill is one of our chief medical officer, and he recommends putting 2 drops of frankincense under your tongue every day. It's really great for your cognitive. It will help your brain be awake, alert, alive, and just in general help your cells to function at the best way possible. Okay, so what are the 3 ways that we can use essential oils? Who remembers? Write them on your paper if you can remember. Oh, wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, they are aromatically, topically, and internally. So see if you got those, make sure they're on your paper so you can remember in the future. Now there's 3 ways you can purchase doTERRA essential oils. You can purchase them retail. Retail is the most expensive option. We only hope you will pay retail in a professional setting, and hopefully you'll not even have to do that because you'll just have your own wholesale account. We don't recommend you pay retail, but it is possible if that's what you really want to do. And then there is wholesale. You can get the best products at the best prices. It works like Costco. So you would pay your membership fee and then you would get a discount. You get 25% off everything that you purchase, $35 membership fee, except with the link that I will put below this video, you actually can get your membership for free, because you know me, because you watch this, it's awesome. You'll get a membership for free, as well as you can get free shipping and a bunch of extra free products depending on the level of purchasing that you do. And then there is below wholesale, where you can get deep savings that are below wholesale when you begin with the starter kit. That fee is waived, like I mentioned. But this kit is actually discounted. So they'll put a whole bunch of oils together that people usually like to start with. They'll cut the price even below what wholesale would be. So you're going to start with the starter kit. And then you can actually sign up. So kind of like a frequent flyer miles type thing. You're like, hey, I really want to change my health and I want to do this in a healthy, natural way. And I want to be able to do this on a consistent basis. I'm going to maybe replace my laundry soap and my dish soap and my skincare and all the things that I use that have toxins in them that are not good for my body and my skin. And I'm going to switch those out for more natural products. So you're going to reallocate the money from your budget that you would have used for those things. You'll put that in and you'll purchase your doTERRA things and you put it on an auto ship. So it's loyalty rewards. You purchase each month. There's not a limit. You have to do so much or so little, but you will rack up free points. So just like frequent flyer miles, you go, you spend money on them, you get points back that you can then use for another flight. Same thing here. You would purchase your natural products from doTERRA, your essential oils, your skincare, your hair care, your laundry care, all these things that you're using. You would purchase those from doTERRA and they would give you doTERRA points back that you can then use to purchase more things in the future. So it saves you money. And it's a great process. I love it. I've been on this program for 12 plus years now. And every couple months, I just get like a $200 box of free stuff from doTERRA, and it's really happy. And they don't pick what you get to pick what you want. And you can customize it and change it all the time. And it's beautiful. Okay, so what are the 3 ways to purchase essential oils? They are retail, wholesale, and below wholesale. And I hope that all of you will choose below wholesale. So here's what you can expect from me. If you are working with me or with someone else, they have, I'm sure, their things as well. You will get a welcome packet that helps you get started with doTERRA, helps you know exactly where to go, how to learn, how to get the books and the things that will help you. We'll have a personal consultation where we'll talk about you and your health and your life and your wellness goals. And then there's different education programs we can tap you into, whatever it is that your wellness goals are. We can help you connect to those educations and those things that will help you move forward and know exactly what to do. We'll help you get books and resources that you can use to learn about essential oils, how to make it simple and easy and do it for your life now, but also for preparedness. Because if you think about it, if something happens in the world and you can't get your medications or you get hurt and the doctor's not available because, for heaven forbid, there's some kind of a natural disaster or something, having these things on hand and having the knowledge and the resources to be able to know how to use them is so key, so important that you would have that, and you'd have that peace of mind knowing that with everything going on in the world, I have the ability to care for my family. And for me, that's one of the things that is so important and so powerful, and I love it very much. We have a community where you can come and join with other people who are using doTERRA. You can ask questions, you can hear testimonials, you can see all the different things and then be involved in a whole bunch of different giveaways, as well as all the cool things that doTERRA is doing. And they're always having different kinds of cool promotions, buy one, get one free frankincense weeks, things like that. And you'll have ongoing support from your wellness advocate, whether that be me or that be someone else who has referred you to this video. You will have the support to move forward, because we don't believe in just selling you a thing and leaving you there. If you go to the store and you're like, hey, I'm going to go get this, whatever you're buying, right? How many times does that come with an education of a person who understands, who you can talk to and ask about your specific things and the things that you're going through, having a community all around that to support you, or are they just in it to sell you the product? So I love that doTERRA has that community and the support built in. All right, so now we're going to talk about how you can get these essential oils and how you can get an extra great discount on them. So here's one of the enrollment kits. There's different choices when you start with doTERRA. So what they do is they take products that most people really love when they get started and they put them all together in a bundle, and then they dock the prices even lower than wholesale, like we talked about before. So this is one of the most popular kits. It's called the Natural Solution Kit. Has your vitamins, it has your supplements, it's got the deep blue rub, and you can see my cursor hopefully, this deep blue rub, that's the stick for the muscles and stuff. This is a ointment that you would use on scrapes and slivers and things like that. These essential oils will take care of 85% of everything that's going on in your home. This takes care of your gut health and your digestive health. This is sanitizing spray, toothpaste, and the capsules that helps keep you healthy, full with On Guard. So good. Okay, so these ones we haven't talked about yet, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. So this kit itself is $480, 370 PV. PV is like a point value of each product. Normally it's 1-for-1 if it's oils. When they add in the supplements and the toothpaste and things, it's a little bit different. But this is actually lower because they have put so much into it and discounted the price already. The combined value of all this stuff is over $1,000 if you purchased at retail and bought them individually. It's over $200 off the wholesale price. You'll get a free membership plus a bonus gift. And as well, I didn't put them in the slides because I needed this to be something that can be used at all times, but every month there's a different promotion with doTERRA. So to give you an idea, sometimes you can get an extra, you'll always get an extra free oil on your LRP order if you choose to do it. This month, right now, actually ending today, when I'm recording this, there is a BOGO going on. And so you can buy one, get one free, a whole bunch of different things. That's super cool. And then lots of times I have separate promotions going on top of that, where you can get an essential oil book, or you can get a wooden box, a carrying case, something like that, where this one actually comes with the box. You can see it right there in the back, that box to hold all your oils, but some of them don't. Different boxes or carriers or different cool things that I can give you as well. So make sure that you reach out if you need to talk to me or to whoever the other person is who brought you here. Okay, do you want to feel awesome? This is the one in that the last kit that I showed you. It's called Lifelong Vitality. This is doTERRA's #1 best-selling product, as a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. It has whole food multivitamins and minerals, antioxidants, cellular energy, longevity, all your omega-3 fats and 9 fatty acids, and 9 essential oils. Protects your DNA, eye, brain, nervous system, liver function, digestive health, more energy, less discomfort, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, and healthy inflammatory response. More energy, less pain, and a better mood, or your money back. How cool is that? Definitely check it out. And then if you're someone who's like, maybe this is what I want. This is a new product that came out a year and a half ago-ish from the time of this recording. It's called MetaPower. It's fabulous. It works with energy, weight, body composition, sleep, and cognitive performance. It works on your metabolism. So if you happen to be someone or know someone who's interested in shrinking the size of their fat cells, this might be a good place for you to start. So if you can look at this here, this is how they blow up and then they get smaller. So this is the difference. And these were the test results. So this orange one is the MetaPower blend. And look at how much they have decreased over the dosage and over the time. And then if you're someone who wants to play with your grandkids or your kids, or just have the flexibility for life to be able to bend down and get on the floor and hop back up and keep going, then it will help you to extend your health span to match your lifespan. So lots of times this black line, this is our life. And as we get closer to the end of life, our health goes down. And at the end, we're alive, but we're not fully vibrant and living and able to do all the things we would have loved to do if our body was functioning as well as it could. So this right here, this orange line, this is what happens when you use the MetaPower and how it extends your quality of life to the end of your life. It's a beautiful process. This is a fabulous product. So if you're interested in that type of thing, then you might want to start here. With the MetaPower starter system, you'll save $79 off of that one. It's $195, $165 PV. Free membership and a free bonus gift. So anytime you hit 150 PV, you get an extra free gift. It'll just pop up when you go to order and it'll let you pick one of your free gifts. And then there's the Home Essentials Kit. This is another one that people really love to start with. It gives you a diffuser and 10 of the most powerful and potent, most common essential oils that most people use to get started. And then there is the top 10 oils with a diffuser in the Healthy Start Kit. Similar to the last kit, but if you're like, hey, I need to start a little bit smaller, these bottles are a third the size of the full-size bottle, but you get a lower price on them. The other one's definitely more oils for your money, but if you need to start smaller, this is a good place to start. There's 3 types of people who come to our doTERRA classes. People who watch these things and they're like, you've probably fit into one of these 3 categories. So you'll just listen and tell me which one that is. Do you want to live a wellness lifestyle? Do you want to be in a place where you can take care of your family and your health, and you can do so in simple, easy ways, that you have the things at your fingertips that you need to be able to do that and you know how to use them? If you want to live a wellness lifestyle, you might be person number 1. Person number 2 wants to share essential oils and get their products paid for. So it could be that you start using them and you're like, oh my gosh, this works and I love this. And I'm sharing it with my sister or my neighbor or my friend, because if their kid is having an issue, I can't just stand there and be like, sorry, tough luck. I'm like, I have a thing and it works and it's amazing. I know I felt like that a lot at the beginning and still continue to this day. When I hear people talk about stuff, I'm like, oh, there's so many solutions. You don't have to suffer. And I love to share. And you can get your products paid for. You can earn doTERRA dollars and doTERRA points back to get you extra free products just by simply sharing a link or a QR code. And then there are the type of people who would like to build to earn an income and make an impact. And those people would like to do like I do and be a wellness advocate and to build a business and help other people to also find financial freedom and solutions and supplement their income or replace it with using doTERRA. So there's the three types of people: living, sharing, or building. Let me know which one of those people you are. You can go ahead and put it in the comments below this video if you're watching it in a place where there are comments, or you can send me a message as well, or the person who reached out to you, and let them know. If you're person number 2 or 3, let's talk for sure. And we'll figure out how to help you reach your wellness goals, as well as to reach the people and get the free products that you desire and the financial freedom if that's something that you want. So why do I take time out to teach others about essential oils? Because it has made such a dramatic difference for me. I remember one day feeling so grateful that I had them. Well, actually many days that has happened, but one day I had cooked a spaghetti squash in my oven, 450 degrees, and the skin was really tough. And so I hadn't poked it before I put it in. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just poke it later. I didn't think about what happens when that much heat and pressure builds up within this tough skin. So I was getting all ready. I was supposed to be going to a big event the next day. I had a friend coming from 5 hours away to hang out and stay that night with me before we go into this event. And I had a whole bunch of little kids. And luckily I had just taken my baby off of my baby carrier, and he was somewhere else. He wasn't on my pack, but I went to poke this squash and I stuck my knife in there, and the entire squash exploded all over the oven, 450-degree squash all over my face, and immediate burns. I was feeling it burning. And I ran to my sink and I grabbed my lavender essential oil and I just started dousing cool water and lavender, cool water and lavender, cool water and lavender on my face over and over and over again. And I was able to shift that. So the pain wasn't there as much. I continued to apply it. The next day I went to the event and I volunteered for 12 hours and I was on my feet all day around people. Everything happened. It cleared up. My skin has no evidence of any of these little burn marks that were all over my face. And it was so powerful. Had that been something where I didn't have anything on hand, I didn't know how to use it, that would have been a state where I would have probably had to call the burn center or go to the hospital or whatever. And all that time, it would have been going deeper into my skin. And so what a powerful thing to have them right on hand, right when you need them. I did have a day when my 2-year-old fell on a rusty pipe and it exposed on a trampoline and it gashed open his chin. And luckily I had just gotten helichrysum and I ran and I got it and I put it on there. The bleeding stopped in like a minute. We were able to take him, get him taken care of, get the stitches that he needed. So essential oils aren't necessarily replacing all of modern medicine. Many times you can use them as an alternative, but there are the occasional things like broken bones and stitches and things like that, where we're so grateful that we can use them in tandem with each other to be able to move forward. And another day when I think it was about 8 or 9, my son ran down to visit a friend and their dog had just had babies and he startled the mom and the mom freaked out and she actually bit him at the face. And there was a big gash right under his eye and kind of one toward his cheek. And I was able to be calm. And it was the coolest thing to have them on hand in my purse. I ran upstairs, I got my little carabiner, I put helichrysum on it to stop the bleeding. I used some frankincense to calm the emotions and I think some balance. I don't remember all that I used, but it was just amazing. I had that right there, that I don't have any trauma from that experience. He doesn't have trauma from that experience. His skin all healed up. Everything worked out great. Obviously we did get stitches in that time too, but just these little experiences where it's like, hey, where am I? And how can this help in this moment? Even right before I started recording this, I have my emotional oils right here. And I was feeling a little bit emotionally heavy today. And so I grabbed my chair and I put it on my neck. I breathed it all in. And it was this amazing experience that you can shift your emotions. You can shift your state of your energy and of your body and of your health. And you can make that difference and you can do it quickly, easily, and effectively. And I love it. And so I can't not share it with people because I love it so much. So your top 3 health concerns. Hopefully you have texted those to your person who invited you here today. But let's talk about those. I want you to send that text, send it to me, send it to the person who invited you. And if you're ready and you want to get started with doTERRA, just say, hey, call me. I am ready to get started with doTERRA. And make sure you put your name on there and they can call you and get that all set up. Or we can make, or at least get their ID number and you can set it up through doTERRA. There's so many different ways we can get you set up, but you want to make sure you get the maximized of all the free goodies and the promotions that are going on right now, and whatever benefits and free goodies are going on with your person who has invited you to doTERRA. So check it out and send that text. And then, do you want this? This is what I was talking about, having those oils in my purse at all times. These are tiny little bottles. They are like, let me see, I've got one right here. They are about 3/4 of an inch high, and they are the 3/4 to 1 inch-ish. These little bottles, and you fit 8 of them in this little carabiner. It zips up, it goes in your purse, it goes in your emergency kit, it goes in your car. You have that, so you have them on stack when you need them. And you're really, like, if you think about your car, so you're going to employ the person who's going to change your oil. You're going to employ the person who cuts your grass, or you who cuts your grass, whatever it is. These essential oils are working for us. So we can employ those ones right there. So I'd employ On Guard to help boost my immunity, to help get germs if I'm out somewhere and I need to sanitize my hands. Citrus Bliss to invigorate and enhance. Lemon to put in my water. Rosemary is really good for the skin. Aroma Touch for a relaxing. It's nicknamed massage in a bottle. It feels so good. Adaptive for mental and cognitive, and just helping to calm down the nervous system if you're feeling those anxious feelings. Digestin for your tummy, for your digestive system, that gas experience that I explained. Lavender for calming, for soothing, for sleep, all these different things. We have these, and you can customize which ones go in there. So if you want to host a class, whether it be online or in person, you can reach out to me or reach out to the person who sent you here and talk to them and say, hey, I want to get one of these. Can you help me out with that? And when you host a class, we will give you the carabiner, and then we'll fill it up with an oil for each person that comes. And then there is so much joy in sharing the essential oils. Hopefully you can hear it in my voice, like how excited I get about this, because there's so many possibilities, and I want the whole world to know. I want every mom, every dad, every person to know that you have the ability to have the tools at your fingertips to take care of your body and of your family and of whatever it is that you need to do. You can learn that, and it can be so easy and so simple and so joyful along the journey. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about what that looks like. So I'm going to tell you a story. There was a man who hauled buckets of water for a living. Every day he hauled water from the nearest source to his village miles away. If he wanted to make more money, he would just work longer hauling buckets. After many years, he grew weary of hauling buckets, and then the inspiration came. If he used his spare time to build a pipeline, he would eventually be free of hauling buckets. So he labored diligently for a few years to build his pipeline. And the day he turned on the spigot, everything changed. He successfully created an unlimited supply of water and improved the lifestyle for the villagers and for himself, resulting in an abundant financial pipeline. So think about that for a minute. If you hauled buckets, I have friends who work in Kenya doing humanitarian work, and they were literally collecting their water from what you see in this picture, like a stream where the animals would also drink. Think of all the bacteria and things in there. And then the people would get sick and they'd have to haul them for miles, carrying these buckets, and they get them back and they're not really clean, but that's all the water they have. So that's what they drink. And this guy builds a pipeline. You turn on the spigot, look how crystal clear that water is. To have cool, fresh water delivered right to your house, right to your village, right to your door. That's powerful to be able to have what they need. It improved their lifestyle. And for him, because he could make money by selling the water without having to walk for miles and miles every day. I don't know about you and how old you are, what season of life you're in, but as we get older, your body doesn't do the same things it used to do when it was 20. Hopefully you're taking MetaPower so it can, but do you want to do that hard labor every single day until you can? Many people spend their lives trading hours for dollars, and they lack fulfillment and a sense of purpose. With doTERRA, anyone can choose to create time, energy, and financial freedom by building a lasting residual income pipeline. Just think about that for a second. So where are you? Are you trading hours for dollars? Do you have limits on advancement and the earnings that you have? Do you have the ability to get fired at any moment because your business goes out, or the person you work for closes down, or layoffs, or any of those? Are you limited in your time freedom? Are you building someone else's dream, or are you building yours? And in building a pipeline, you have true lasting residual income. There's no limits on the advancement or the earnings. You have the freedom to choose your schedule, and you're building your dreams rather than someone else's. So why doTERRA? There's lots of options out there. There's lots of different places where you could go. Why doTERRA? It's the largest essential oil company in the world, most tested, most trusted oils on the market. And let me add the most pure, the most potent, and the most consistent. So you get the same results batch after batch after batch. They don't change all the time. It's used by doctors and by hospitals worldwide. It's ethically and sustainably sourced. They work directly with the farmers to elevate those communities. There's over 120 markets open all across the world. There's a very generous compensation plan and a high retention rate, which is 65% customer loyalty. So people who come into doTERRA, they love the product so much they purchase month after month after month. 65% of people do that, even if they are never building a business, never earning money, because the products work. And when you find something that works, you use it, and you use it again and again. There's an incredible ownership team, and they are a debt-free company with zero outside funding. That's key. Zero outside funding. There's no people, investors, or anybody in there telling what doTERRA has to do to cut corners to make it more profitable for them. doTERRA is about making the highest quality product, the best thing for its customers to use on their families, because these are the most precious people in your life, and these are your health, and this is your life, and they want to support that in the best way possible. And so they didn't take any outside funding. They actually mortgaged their houses and didn't take a paycheck for like a year and a half to start doTERRA, because they believed in it that much, and they wanted it to be pure and have the values that they held dear without any outside influence trying to get them to cut corners. So why now? The potential need for income has never been greater. There's people all over looking for ways to make money. And this is recorded in 2024, and housing prices have like doubled in the last 5 years here in Utah. It's crazy. The food prices have doubled or tripled in a lot of different places, and people are looking for ways to make an income and still be with their family and do the things that are most important to them. So whether it's supplemental or replacement, this is a great option. doTERRA thrives in an economy that is not. So even when the economy is going down, doTERRA is even doing better, because we are providing basic needs. And if people are using essential oils to help for their health, they're paying less for their medical bills. So it's actually helping them save money. And people are recognizing the need to take a greater ownership in their health, to actually care about what they're putting in their body and how it's reacting. It's very important. These are some of my favorite things about doTERRA. The Healing Hands Foundation is their nonprofit side, where we go and we build schools and hospitals and wells all around the world. You can go on trips if you want with them and learn about these things and participate, or you can donate with every order. And all of that helps to build up these communities where they are sourcing the essential oils. They do co-impact sourcing that works in partnership with Healing Hands, like I was saying about making the schools and things like that, as well as the things that cultivate. So they will build distilleries and infrastructure and all the different things in those communities. The owners lead with love and generosity. They're always so generous. They come out with a new promotion or a new giveaway where you go to convention, and I'm sure they give you more product back than the value of what you paid, just because it's such an immersive experience and being able to see and feel the heart of doTERRA. And it's one big family. There's not competition of, oh, they're stealing my customer. We all work together as one big team, and the compensation plan is set up that way so that you can make money on the entirety of doTERRA as you grow up, as you grow in the system. It's really cool. At doTERRA, we are changing the world, one drop, one person, one community at a time. I love that, because that's all it takes. One drop. One drop can change your world when you see the possibilities. You can look up doTERRA Healing Hands or doTERRA Co-Impact Sourcing on YouTube to see some of those videos. Okay, so any questions you might have about this? How do I make money? How much time is it going to take? And will it work for me? And then what's the next step if I'm interested? So here's how you make money. You will sample. So you share essential oils with people. Like, hey, you're having this. I have this thing. Do you want to try it? Great deal. Teach classes, kind of like I'm doing here. We can do them online, or you can just gather people in your house. You could just talk to your neighbor next door, or teach classes at a local event center, or homeschool co-ops, different things like that. teach wherever, and we'll help you figure out that plan too. Enroll, so just help people set up their own doTERRA account. I love this about doTERRA, that you do not have to stock anything. You don't have to have a giant pile of things that you're hauling around from place to place to share and show and buy it. You don't have to buy it and then resell it. You just help them set up their own doTERRA account. They purchase directly from doTERRA and it ships directly to their house. And you don't have to do any of that stuff, which so many other ones I've had people who've done, what is it? They're like clothing things or purses or jewelry, and they purchase so much and they haul these giant tote bins from place to place and set them all up in people's houses and they sell them on the spot. And then they have to take them all down and they have like their entire basement is full of all this stuff to be able to do this. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. doTERRA takes care of all of it. You just get to share and help people to understand the power of them. And then we support. So we have different classes. You can connect them with resources and the different things that they need. And we can customize that to how you work with your strengths and with your talents and with your joy and the things that you like. And so building your business really gets to be done your way, on your time, with your family in the way that works for you. Here's a little graph that gives you a little bit of an example of the income potential with doTERRA. Leave it there for just a second for you to glance at it. The numbers are monthly averages and they can vary person to person. So how much time is involved? If you want your oils paid for 3 to 5 hours a week, then you can build enough that you'll get your oils paid for. Supplementing your income 5 to 15 hours a week. And if you want to replace your income, 15 to 30 hours a week. So depending on your life and your situation, we can make it work for you. So could it work for you? Are you passionate about oils? Do you love people? Can you follow a system and get things done? And if you're not passionate about oils yet, you could maybe in the future. So just know if this is your first time and you're like, I don't know about a business, I haven't even smelled one of those before. It's okay. You can smell it and just keep this in the back of your mind. And then you can talk to the person who invited you about that and what that looks like for you. So what's the next step? If you already have a wholesale account, you can upgrade to a wellness advocate and set your 100 PV LRP. And if you don't, you can choose a kit and then we'll set up your LRP and we'll get you going from there. And just go ahead and reach out for help. We'll plug you into all the training and all the resources. And then start making a list of people who you think of as you are listening to this today. Who are you thinking of? Oh, my mom has this. Oh, my sister has this. Oh, my neighbor has this. Oh, I heard so-and-so talking about this. All of the things that we can do to help other people with their health and wellness. So start making that list and then share your samples with everyone. Be generous and show up in love. And it is so much fun. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. So I know lots of times when you hear about a new opportunity, your brain can be like, oh, well, I can't because I don't have time, or I don't have money, or I don't know enough, or all the things come up. But what I have found is that as you step forward in faith and you come with courage and you show up and you do one step at a time, then doors will open and things will come together as long as you don't give up. You know what your dream is. You go plant your arrow, take your arrow. So if you think of it as a target, say, this is my target, this is my arrow. You plant your arrow in there and you follow the string backwards. And whether that string goes up and down through trees and through rivers and all the places it goes, when it comes back at the end, you will land on your goal. So just keep going, keep growing. And we are right here to do it along with you. If you want to change the world, you have to empower people. That's the only way to make a permanent, effective change on the world. That's from David Sterling, who was the first CEO when doTERRA began. Thank you so much for being here with me on Essential Oils Made Easy. It's been my pleasure to be here to help you along this journey. And I hope that you will go forward in faith, knowing that we can do all things and that we can find the solutions that we need. And you're not alone on this journey of finding the wellness solutions for you and your life. And one more time, here's the text line, your wellness concerns, that you're ready for doTERRA, whatever it is that you're ready. Feel free to send that text to me or the person who invited you, and let's get you set up and get you all the specials and the deals that are going on with doTERRA right now. Have a great day.